meet again? No matter how much time's passed, will you still call me friend?
Yo, hey, Christian. Pass the fucking mashed potatoes. Stop hogging it.
No problem. I've already eaten half of it, but sure, here you go.
Great. Hey, Jordy, give me that fucking chicken leg over there, all right? Man, fucking Christ. What do you mean it's yours? No, you fucking give it over here, all right? Don't be such a fucking hog. Hey, Devin, do me a favor. Get that fucking chicken leg away from Jordy for me.
No, it's my fucking chicken leg.
What do you mean it's your chicken leg? You didn't want it 3 seconds ago.
That fucking started mine. Get the fuck out of my fucking kitchen.
You literally didn't want shit until I asked for it.
Hey, Jimmy, pass the stuffing.
Hey, no, Jimmy, that's my fucking stuffing. I made that special.
Fuck you.
Oh my god, what is this bit?
All right. That's
Is that going anywhere?
Is it because it's November? Is that why?
No, this is the first episode we had where we had the Straws doing a feast, baby.
Is it though? They had a feast in Whiskey Peak.
I feel like this one's a little bit more important.
This is an earned
like,
feast.
Yeah.
I'd call that more of like a big ass party.
The only reason why I hold the Whiskey Peak one above this feast is because Luffy stays fat after the Whiskey Peak one, while Luffy's getting skinny after this one. So I can't really say that one wasn't better because he clearly ate way more food.
Yo, bro, all I'm saying is, did you see how fast that dude ate that fucking cart of fruit? As soon as that fucking thing came out, he was like, thank you for the appetizer.
They made a comment on it too. They were like, where did it even go? That was too fast.
Like, what the fuck happened? That whole thing was like literally 3 frames total. It was just him sitting on the bed and then 1 frame of like a mouth approaching the fruit and then back to the frame of him on the bed. All right. Well, that was my opening bit. All right. Anyone else have anything to contribute?
That's all you. You own that.
All right, that's fine. All right, well, let's move on to the summary then. With the war now over and Crocodile defeated, the Straw Hats used the following days to rest and feast to their heart's content. The Marines, while searching the country for the Straw Hat pirates, wager an attempt at crediting Smoker for Crocodile's defeat in an effort to prevent the world from knowing the truth. Smoker intervenes and opposes the notion, claiming that the one to take down Crocodile was Luffy, not him or his subordinates. While on the escape, a newly reformed Bon Clay sacrifices himself to allow his friends, the Straw Hats, the opportunity to see Vivi. Though they wished she would have joined them on their adventures, Vivi decides to stay behind and help rebuild her country. With an incoming barrage of cannon fire and multiple Marine ships on the way, the Straw Hats raise their arms in solidarity and then set sail to continue their journey. So, what do we think about these 3 episodes? I'll be honest, I was a little concerned that this was not going to have that much content, because I remember I was talking to Jordy about this. I'm like, I think we should do 4 episodes, because these 3 episodes are going to be like nothing but falling action, and we're not going to get shit out of
Wild.
them. I was pleasantly surprised. There was a little bit more world building than I gave it credit for.
You should know this by now, that at the end of every arc is like a lore dump. They'll give you like 50 billion story points that they're going to build off of later.
And I mean, like, I knew that. I just kind of like, for some reason, I had it in my mind we were going to have 3 episodes of Vivi, like, half-assly telling her story.
Like, I personally don't have a lot of notes. Like, I have a couple little, things where it's like, lol, that was fucking dumb. But, like, other than that, like, overall, it was, respectable for an ending of a season.
It hasn't ended yet.
Oh, it still hasn't ended. There's still a little...
I guess I'll tell people now that we're here. The next week is gonna be 1:30, and we're gonna do a little bit different things there. So look out for that.
Yeah. Next week's only gonna be a single episode in terms of like the actual cast content.
Yeah, we got a few things planned for that.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I super vibed with all 3 of these episodes. In all honesty, I really personally, these are kind of my favorite points in the series when you get these little bits of information dumps, and you kind of have. Now that all of the tension has been completely brought out of the series. You just get a chance to like relax, chill, hang with the crew, because at the end of the day, I do really like these characters and their personalities. And I like the stupid bits where you got Usopp and Sanji like walking into Times Square or whatever, getting groceries, going back up into the palace, and the Marines are like, "We know you have pirates up there," and they just fucking walk.
It's like, no, we don't.
So what I want to know is, so what was Crocodile and their like those guys' bounty like total?
So Crocodile was 80 million and Robin was 79, and we don't know the bounties of any of the other subordinates.
So the Straw Hat goons, like theirs was, so his is now above Crocodile's, right?
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to double check that.
Yeah, we might as well start there since we brought it up. We got new bounties, baby.
You remember when they thought 30 million was a big bounty for a rookie?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, to be fair, 30 million was the biggest bounty in East Blue or whatever, right?
His first month in the Grand Line, he's all the way up to 100 million.
Right? Yeah, he's literally just like started his journey and he's already at 100 fucking million. And then Zoro comes out here with his first bounty is just fucking rock solid at 60, doubling Luffy's starting bounty.
All right, so let's talk about this new Marine they introduced, Black Cage Hina, and she's brought along two new goons.
Listen up, you guys. Pirates are nothing but scum. Every one of them.
Hey, wait, don't you remember? What are you saying? Come on. You used to be one.
You're right! How could I forget? Uh-huh! Oh, baby!
Let's dance!
Ah, yeah! Dance! That's right! In the funky style!
We're on our way back!
Are you really gonna try and pull the shade over my eyes and say that they're new? We know who exactly they are.
Yeah, okay, so before we get onto that one, I want to have our hands raised. Who had on the bingo card seeing fucking Full Body or Django in the series again? Out of all of the throwaways we've had up to this point, who had that one on their bingo card?
So I think subconsciously, like, I just had a bingo check sheet of like, he'll be back.
He'll be back. Well, because I mean, I like to tell you before, like the series is so notorious for having like these stupid throwaway characters, and you can never know just how throwaway they really are. Because out of fucking nowhere, like 300 episodes later, some dude from like episode 30 will return to the series and be like, "Yo, dude, I exist again. What's up?"
It's me, your old pal.
But what's really funny about these two goons is that they actually do have a story for what brought them here and their current ranks in the Marines. So their story was actually told, though, in a canonical sense through cover stories by Oda. He's notorious for, at the front of his chapters, he always has either a cover story or does like some fan art. And his cover stories are considered canon, where like for, sometimes it's like 10 chapters, sometimes it's like 80 chapters. He'll have like a single panel that he drew that tells like a small little backstory for some of the old characters in the series. Their deal, though, was after the events of, Syrup Village, Django's crew abandoned him, and he just set sail for a completely different town entirely in the East Blue. And he signed up for a dance competition because he's an idiot, and even though he was a notorious pirate. And the only important information on that was we got to see what he looks like without his glasses on, which I thought was fire. Who thinks they want to guess what his eyes look like?
I don't want to know. I bet they're soulless.
Are they swirls?
They are not swirls, but do you vaguely remember he wears sunglasses that have hearts in them?
The hearts aren't part of the sunglasses, are they?
The sunglasses are still hearts, but the shape of his eyes, I shit you not, I will put a picture of it in the chat, are literally fucking hearts. He has heart eyes.
It explains why he's such a simp.
Django's a cute anime girl then.
Pretty much.
No, he's a simp for the new fucking what's it called?
No, yeah, that's the reason why he decided to join up. Like, he was gonna just dip on Full Body, and then they saw Hina walk by, and they're like, hold up, waifu?
Yeah, okay,
Waifu?
so he's getting a little ahead, though. I'll just cut to the important parts. Full Body and him get into a dance competition together, but he doesn't know he's the pirate. A pirate shows up, and then they fight him off or whatever. Full Body brings him in to go through a trial, and at the trial, they sentence Django to get hanged. And then Full Body's like, "No, he's my bro. We're dancing bros," and convinces them to not hang him. We're dancing bros.
Brandon, Brendan, the more you go in depth of this story, the more I'm glad that they didn't make an episode.
Nah, this would have been
Because
amazing.
I
love
would have
it.
tore that apart of how
So-
fucking
so
stupid this sounds.
Full body goes, no, dude, we're dancing bros. All right. He's my dancing brother. And so they decided, okay, fine, you've been acquitted, but then they also demoted Full Body to a seaman. He used to be a lieutenant, and they were both about to go their separate ways, and Django was gonna like hypnotize him so they would forget their friendship when Hina walks by, and then they bonded over their mutual simping, and then they just immediately joined Hina's team instead.
Yep.
Hina's elite team, by the way.
So there you go. That's the story of Django and how he joined the Marines.
In the last, I believe the last cover story bit that they had in the background, there was Kobe, Helmeppo, and Garp in the background just walking by watching them dance.
No, actually, what I found really funny about the cover story too, they actually make Full Body seem, I don't know, not a dickhead in his cover story for a hot
Oh, you
second.
think he's humbled?
I feel like if you don't know the character, you're not gonna remember. So if anybody doesn't remember, Full Body's the guy in the restaurant where they met Sanji, where he was trying to impress that chick. And
Yeah.
Sanji was like, "Get your own damn wine."
Yeah, he tries to guess the wine. Gets it horribly wrong.
And Django's part of the Kuro crew.
So yeah, like Full Body, up until this point, we only know him as being like a very aggressive like jackass who has a bit of a Napoleon complex or whatever the fuck. Certainly doesn't really care that much about his job. But in the cover story, they made him like, you know, try to defend people and like stick up for Django. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But all right, whatever.
He's a Marine, the good guys.
He like actually became slightly a good guy or something overnight. I don't know.
So moving on a bit, it's implied that Hina and Smoker are sort of like best buds of sorts.
Implied? I feel like
Implied?
it's very much I feel like it's very much obvious that they
Are they exes?
are they exes?
So this is the beginning of us pretty much seeing that the Marines aren't above doing shady shit.
What else is new?
There's also this weird thought, which is apparently it's illegal to kick bad guys' asses. Because when you think about it, like Luffy got his bounty, I believe, last time for defeating Arlong, right? Or
It's
no?
illegal to be a pirate.
But like, what's being a pirate?
What is being a pirate?
Like, last I checked, Luffy hasn't pillaged anything necessarily. He hasn't. If anything, he's done a lot of good, and especially in this arc. He literally was like, hey, one of the biggest pillars of the fucking, government, whack. Like, he hasn't done anything illegal.
Well, wait a minute. You just said it though. You just said it though. He technically went against a major pillar of an established government, whether we like
but
it or
they're
not.
only there because they can't be stopped.
They're not there because they can't be stopped. They are there because they are recognized by the government to be a small little like armada. They are technically, by definition, just as much a part of the world government military as any of the Marines. That's why their role exists.
Right. So him beating up Crocodile is the same as beating up a government employee, which is why
Correct.
they were mad about it. But even then, being a pirate, it's like as soon as you carry the Jolly Roger, you're immediately announcing that you're not going to follow laws.
Mm-hmm.
We also get a pretty good Tashigi scene in here where Smoker's trying to tell her to like not take the defeat too hard and to learn from it.
No, I mean, I love the fuck out of that scene. Tashigi took the events of Alabasta here extremely hard, and we've been seeing that throughout the last couple of episodes. I feel like that this is nothing new for any of us watching at this point. But no, and I remember that Smoker even said, like, when she was, taking it on the chin, he told her, be like the Straw Hat.
Tashigi, don't cry about it. Do what the Straw Hats did. Step up and become stronger.
When she first shows up to the ship and she apologizes to Smoker first before anything, and Smoker says, "Why are you apologizing? That was your justice, was it not?" And Tashigi kind of hesitates and like grips her sword a little harder and goes, "No, it was just all I could do." And you're led to believe in the previous episodes that maybe Tashigi still kind of harbor, or rather, she's breaking the mold a little bit on her stance on pirates. But that line kind of implies that she still hates pirates just as much as before, She just kind of accepted the lesser of two evils at that moment, and that didn't necessarily classify as her justice. It's just all she could do in the moment.
Yeah, I find it really funny that up until this point, we kind of forget some of the earlier bits with Tashiki's character. She was introduced as somebody who hated all pirates, and for anyone who forgot, her big goal in the military is to acquire all of the, I think it's 12 or 21 Saijo Owazamoto swords. Well, the big ones anyway, the main ones. Like Zoro has one, Mihawk had one. I think those are the only ones we know right now.
The ones that if they fell on the ground, they'd be yellow.
Yeah, the ones that are the
What?
exotics.
Exotic or legendary drops.
That makes a little bit more sense now. It's like they'd be yellow. What are you talking? Oh, right.
Or orange or whatever, depending on what a fucking game you're playing.
Does that just make Zoro fucking have simmies like RNG when it comes to fighting?
It's true. Look, you imagine Zoro's this new swordsman coming out, and he's got 2 legendaries right off the bat.
You call it perception. I call it RNG.
It's like getting a pre-order bonus from like fucking any like store when those were a thing. Like, get a free legendary item when you enter the grand line. Oh, I paid for that one.
Except this is an actually useful one.
Anytime that Zoro's training in the background, he's really just praising RNGesus for the lovely swords that he's been gifted in life. And that time that he put his arm out and didn't get it chopped off.
That was RNGesus winking at him from above.
So yeah, Tashiki's goal in the military is to acquire the 12. I think it's the 12 because I think it's 12, 21, like 50 or something like that. The 12 Saijo Owazamono swords, and she just said that all pirates are fucking evil. Pirates do not deserve to wield these magnificent blades. They should be for the good people. So up until this point, she has been one of the brainwashed individuals of their universe who says, oh yeah, people in the world government are the heroes and anyone who bears a Jolly Roger is fucking criminal. And now she's kind of having to come to terms with the fact that it's not that simple out here.
So on a side note, speaking of that scene though, or like in that area, when they first pull up to the boat, did anyone notice anything really, really weird? I don't know, like a motorcycle floating in the water?
Yeah.
Like a dinghy?
Yeah. What about it?
You haven't seen James Bond before?
Explain how it floats.
Hey, I mean, it's got some fucking
Explain
balloons
how
in
the
it.
engine doesn't seize with the water going into the...
There is no engine. It's just air.
Wait. Yeah, wait a minute. There is no engine. Smoker is the engine.
I just accepted the idea that Smoker's like James Bond or something.
It's made explicitly for Smoker, dude. He was probably going like, dude, I want to be able to drive this on the land. I want to drive this on the water.
I like the idea that Smoker rolled up to like a junkyard one day and just pointed at a motorcycle frame and went, I'll take that. The guy looked at this greased up, rusty pile of garbage and went, you want this? And Smoker just like stood there and puts a second cigar in his mouth and said, did I stutter? And then he took it to his guy and had it tricked out.
There is no guy. Smoker's the type of dude to work on his bike on the weekends.
That's true. That's probably true. I believe that.
Yeah, Smoker 100% probably built that bike.
I also, again, for the sole sake of just because the motorcycle is so ridiculous, I don't know if we want to add that to like the pile of One Pieces.
His
What,
motorcycle?
the motorcycle?
Nah.
You don't think?
Nah.
All right.
No, if anything, we should be adding the towel that was holding up all of them in the bathroom because my God, dude. Shout out to all those towels being perfect and never needing any readjustment whatsoever.
I feel like if we're going to vote any towel, it's going to be the towel that was taken off.
Ooh, oh, yes.
Because something's so powerful to hold back that much power to knock out people with more than $100,000 worth of, bounties on their heads. I'm sorry, that's a pretty powerful towel.
My favorite is that King Cobra is the one who points out where to look.
What
I am not surprised that was the case.
You really need to set the scene up, all right? They're in the shower, and Sanji's like, where's the women's lounge? And
You're talking to Igaram.
Igaram goes, you can't do that, all right? Vivi's there. And Cobra goes, it's over there. It's behind the wall.
Right after we mentioned his daughter is the one behind that wall.
He wants an heir. He wants an heir to the throne.
Yeah, he's just like, dude, guys, it's over there. One of you marry her. I don't even care which. We'll deal with the long nose one. I'm not even against you right now. Like, we're okay.
Chopper, we'll think about it.
Chopper goes human mode though, and he goes, that I could live with.
That I can live with.
That makes me hold on. That actually makes me wonder. So if a devil fruit user breeds, does the child get the abilities of the powers?
No.
That's dumb. That's no
They have
fun.
to eat the fruit.
No.
This isn't goddamn X-Men. They don't just get genes and then they become mutants.
Yeah, this isn't My Hero Academia where it's like in your
Hey,
genes
I
and
could
shit.
dream, okay?
You need
I
the
understand,
fruit.
I understand.
Another thing that happens at the end of arcs is they just have like a little montage of what's everybody up to and how they're like using their leisure time to like just have fun or study. Chopper's out there getting praises for being like the genius doctor that he
Yeah,
is.
dude, that little Chopper bit was so fucking good. You got the old man doctor from Alabasta who's just like, wow, Sonny, like, you seem to be really good here at all this doctor stuff. Way better than me. I could learn a lot from watching you.
Chopper's like, shut up and sit down, you asshole. Don't talk to me like that.
Don't talk to me like
he looks
that.
at,
That's
he
not
looks
like
at
I like
Vivi
you.
and he goes, should I take that to meme, pull up a seat with some tea and observe you for the next couple hours? He was like, hell yeah.
No, but I think the real question I have is, did anyone believe for even a second that Vivi was actually going to leave the country and join the Straw Hats for a permanent seat in the series?
Absolutely not.
Well, why? What makes you think that she wouldn't make a good spot on the crew?
She does nothing interesting. She physically hasn't done jack shit this entire adventure.
You're weaning too close to why you don't like Vivi. I said, why do you feel like she would make a good spot in the crew?
Well, that's what that leads into it, which is the fact of because she doesn't even do anything. Like Nami, I could forgive. She actually fights. She actually steals shit. She does something. And so like she wouldn't bring anything to the table of the party, like writing wise, besides the fact that she's royalty. And it's like, I don't see the purpose of it necessarily.
I would say that I'm gonna take your thought and make it a little bit more palatable. She doesn't really have a well-rounded, thoughtful persona in the crew, like Usopp being the sniper, Zoro being a swordsman, Luffy being the captain, Nami being the navigator, Sanji being the chef. She was not portrayed.
She has a duck.
She has a duck. She does not really have like a valuable asset that really rounds out the crew in any meaningful way. I feel like that's a far more palatable response, Devin, instead of just shitting all over everyone's favorite bae.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be Devin if he had said something like that.
What about the reintroduction of my favorite Swan Man
Boom.
himself?
I actually enjoyed that a lot more, not gonna lie.
Bond, baby.
Yeah, it's great.
Bon Clay is the only one of the prior villains to get reintroduced at the tail end of the falling action last minute, and his purpose was he saved the ship, so he got it away from the Marines so that they could get a hold of it. And when he caught up with the Straw Hats, they're all like, "What the fuck, dude? You stole our boat!" And he's like, "No, I didn't steal your boat. I kept it from the Marines because I'm your friend." And then they all just start going.
I love it.
That
so
means that he
much.
beat up the dugongs.
Holy shit, he killed the
Oh.
dugongs.
They wouldn't have let him have that.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's
Hold on.
probably true, actually.
That explains why the dugongs aren't following Luffy anymore. It's because they're all dead.
All right. Well, I'm also gonna throw a counter in here. The dugongs were technically filler, just so we're clear.
No.
Nope, canon.
Yeah, they're
Can't
definitely
confirm.
canon. I don't know what you're talking about.
X to doubt.
Also
All right.
dead.
No,
Confirmed.
I don't believe that for a second. My boy would never do that.
Don Gray has confirmed 106 dugong kills under his belt. He's the elite
106
dugong
dugong
hunter of all time.
kills.
You don't want to believe that your boy had dugong soup that morning.
Oh my god. Yo, wait. I thought he was your boy too. Why are you trying to oust my man like this?
I'm willing to accept he's a bad guy, all right?
Bon Clay was voted off of the ship.
Was he, though?
He went down swinging.
Yeah, he did. And
He
he
goes
even had like that
all
little
in.
like war zone too with like, with Hina and shit.
The JoJo-esque scene of him walking towards Hina. You approach me instead of running away. Well, I can't be friends with them from over here. There has to be that. There has to be a picture of Bon Clay walking towards Hina in like that JoJo meme like format. There's gotta be. Oh god, is this another Photoshop battle? I'm hearing?
I think we definitely have a meme. There's definitely a meme in the making here. We got Hina who's doing the fucking the Dio like weird pose, and then you can have Bon Clay be the JoJo who's approaching.
It works so well.
That's actually
I
really
love it.
fucking good. I like the idea.
The
of this.
image in my head is fantastic.
Oh gosh, I'll get to work on that later, I guess.
Our favorite Swanee man fucking sacrificed himself so that the Straw Hats could go make their appointment for Vivi. And I for one could not be happier because my man, the boy, this is why he's my hero. And it's not cut and dry that he's a villain. he just was on the other side for a while until he became a nice guy.
So is he dead?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think the Marines would murder somebody if they, believed in justice?
We know we haven't seen her much, but would Hina do that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
You want to think about the name Black Cage? What does that mean?
Yeah, I want to play the game. What do we think that Black Cage Hina's, shtick is if her name is Black Cage? But anytime I try to ask
Clearly
that question...
it's murder and blind justice.
Black Cage Hina is a murderer confirmed. She only got the job because she had what it takes to do what needed to be done. This is everyone's new canon.
No. Clearly she makes cages, but then she squeezes them, makes them smaller over time until they're
She
just
makes an
nothing
Iron
but
Maiden.
cage.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was thinking that she makes cages of some kind.
If she has one, that is also another good thing. We haven't seen a lot of like big time Marines without devil fruits yet. Because all the good big time Marines are like Smoker, and that's like it.
You mean the only one?
I guess that's fair. Because we still, like I said before, we haven't seen enough Marines yet.
We briefly saw Garp.
Yeah, that's the second one.
That's what I'm saying. Do we know if he even has a fruit or not?
That's probably, I mean, we don't know, but it's probably safe to assume you don't become that high ranking without some extraordinary power of some sort in this world.
Ooh. That is a interesting line of thinking.
I believe it.
All right. Well, I think the only other closing thought would probably be the final scene we got, which I'm not even going to ask Devin what he thought of it because he doesn't give a shit.
I actually liked it.
Okay.
For as much shit as I give Vivi, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the last bits or like the last moment. Like it served its purpose.
Did you like that scene? Like kind of how they wanted to like depict it to the audience and, why they chose to, give the send off in that manner where she's...
Oh, I loved it. My favorite part about it is the fact that Chopper is jumping, like in the scene where they're panning only over their arms, Chopper's jumping to get his arms framed.
Yeah,
like,
that's so good.
I thought it was
isn't
heckin' cute. And I'm like, this is fucking great.
I think it means much more than if Luffy just shouted over the banister that they're still friends.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of good farewells in this episode. Like again, I loved Bon Clay's reveal of like being surprised, like or not surprising Hina, whatever fuck, like with the flower petals, like how over the top it was. And I love like this whole like subtlety to their goodbye, like the silent goodbye, which is like when I was like, I always appreciate those moments in like TV shows where it's like it's unspoken dialogue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, where it's like two characters are talking to each other but they don't say anything.
No, it's good. That whole scene was actually like kind of one of the first like major scenes in the series. Like you can find T-shirts or like posters of that particular thing. Like that is a lot. That's a big moment in the series for a lot of people.
That's an easy wallpaper right there, boys.
That's an easy wallpaper. I used to have my desktop background may or may not have been a fan art of that scene, but that's neither here nor there.
So my question is, continuing on with the rest of the show, is the X going to be on their arm forever?
I'm going to go with a hot no.
Remember that time when they had continuity on Zoro's ankles with getting, scars on them and stuff?
They're still there. They just don't draw them.
Are
they
they?
didn't get tattoos. I mean, you don't see his ankles. When was the last time you saw his ankles?
Yeah, he doesn't take his shoes off very often.
No, during the fight with fucking Mr. One, because his fucking pants got ripped up, and I was looking at his ankles. I'm just saying.
He had shoes on. He has socks on.
Oh my fucking god! Why are you defending this? Why are you the one defending this?
He doesn't use ankle socks. He uses the long ones.
Got them knee highs.
Oh my fucking god!
Baseball
All right,
player
fine.
Zoro.
Whatever.
Go to one of the later episodes and check it, and then you prove it to yourself.
All right, but I think that's most of it, right?
So going on a different note, I guess this is a good time to bring it up. I done goofed.
Yeah. What did you do, Devin?
I watched the ending, the song, because I was like, oh, ending arc, might as well watch this, thing. And like all anime, because I'm an idiot and I didn't hit, back out fast enough.
Yeah.
The ending reveals a lovely little detail for us, which is a question I was going to ask this episode if I didn't see that, which is, what the fuck did they do with Nico Robin? And when the fuck did they put her on their boat, apparently? Apparently she's been like shoved under the deck, like bleeding out, and like nobody's been taking care of her for like 2 weeks or like 5 days. Mind you, Luffy's unconscious.
Well, hold
during
on,
this
hold on.
time.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
You'll,
All right,
You'll figure that out next episode.
I know I will, but it's just like one of those things where I was like, and like when Crystal saw it, she's like, yeah, that's the thing that I think was the spoiler from the what's it called, the intro.
Yes, it was.
So does that mean I could finally watch that OP?
Watch it next. Watch it in the next one.
Yeah. For next episode, you might as well just watch it because you know what to expect. Some of our listeners still might not, but I don't know if they've gotten this far. I'd be surprised.
Guaranteed that they've seen everything that has ever come out.
I'd be willing to bet most people listening to us have seen it.
All right. So is that everything? Does anyone else have any other thoughts on the meat of the episodes here? Jordy, you've been quiet for the last couple of minutes. How you doing over there, bud?
Dying.
Well,
dying.
well, why don't we go ahead and move on? Unless anyone's going to interrupt me. Is it time for quotes first, or do we
Huh?
do?
Who? What? Are you taking my job?
I mean, you're not doing it. That's why I'm doing it.
I'm sorry. I'm just tired.
He's busy dying.
All right, Jordy, please take it away. I apologize.
Oh my god. Do I have to? All right. So
I'm pretty sure as the host, it is your responsibility.
I tried.
host is a strong word
You're
here.
the one that leads all the discussion.
It's a strong word.
Lead is a strong
Mister, all right,
term.
let's move it on.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the saltwater for the 800th time.
Why not?
Why not? It's fun. But saltiness.
Shut up, you. All right.
A flip flop just crossed this country. Just
It's got what plants crave.
I kind of wanted to discuss more, but if we start really delving into the events of the episodes, we're going to sort of clash with what we're going to talk about next week. So we're just going to leave it at that. What you guys have any quotes you really enjoyed?
So the first one is when Smoker's receiving his award, which is,
Hey, you. Could you pass on a personal message from me to the old geezers at HQ?
Don't do it, Smoker!
Tell them I said go to hell.
Yeah, my man, my boy.
He says eat shit.
what?
He says eat shit.
No, he says go to hell.
Oh, we got two different subs then.
God
Two
damn.
different sources.
Oh boy, here we go.
Man.
Oh
The-
no,
The expletive translations.
Ooh, this is spicy.
Christian source is not having it.
Normally it's a sub versus dub debate. Now it's a sub versus sub 2 debate.
My other quote is from Luffy when he realizes he's been passed out for 3 days. I missed 15 meals.
And by his math, that's 5 meals a day. Thank you, Usopp.
Right after the Smoker Tashigi conversation and Tashigi walks back to her cabin, Smoker composes himself and then he looks out at the sea of other Marines sitting there and he goes, I bet you grunts wish you had guts like her.
As she's fucking bawling in the background too.
Yeah, she's crying her eyes out in her bunk and he's just out here roasting the rest of the Marines right in front of Hina too.
Patu, you plebs, you have no idea what true honor's like.
Then we have our boy Cobra, who has a lot of nice lines in these episodes, but the one I think I found most interesting, Cobra in the bath, after having just witnessed Nami, is laying there, and he just says, "Thank you."
Authority is something that you wear over your clothes. But we're in the bath now, and there is no such thing as a naked king, is there? I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, as both a father and a native of this land. Alabasta will forever be in your debt, Straw Hats.
But this is a bath. Nobody's wearing clothes.
Nobody wears clothes here, so I digress.
I feel like that's a good line. That just on its own is a really cool, strong quote.
I'll go ahead and lead in the first episode, or I'm sorry, in 127. Shout out again to my boy, the narrator. as soon as like the battle's kind of reached its like true final conclusion, but right before we get into kind of the following action with the Marines and the next day where they're all like chillaxing, the narrators goes, the monumental battle that will be engraved upon the anvils of history, and even more importantly, the battle that will never be told, is finally over. And I don't know, it's just, what a good storyteller. I wanted to write that down because I vibe with my narrator friend.
Oh fuck! I didn't even forget. I forgot to ask that question too.
Oh.
How the fuck do you contain crocodile?
With the very stone that he used to shut down Smoker and Luffy.
Yeah.
You remember Smoker saying that they have prisons built out of that shit?
Smoker and Crocodile have at its core the same power where they can turn their body into a different thing. And Smoker couldn't do it either.
We argued about that. Remember that time that we had a wax man put his waxy key finger into the keyhole?
Looking at you, Mr. 3.
Here's looking at you, kid.
I still don't believe he's dead. He's gonna come back at some point and do something like fucking stupid that is exactly the same. Maybe to save Crocodile. I don't know.
I think that's wise.
I think that's very wise.
And then everything else I got is just fucking Bon Clay bits from fucking start to finish. If you believe in true friendship, say I. Motherfucking, I love this goon. We already kind of touched on him briefly, but I got, if we abandon those who risk their lives for the sake of their friend, can we live with ourselves tomorrow? And even more badass. So it's made like almost like a kabuki play.
Even if I stray from my code as a man, even if I stray from my code as a woman, I could never betray my basic humanity. That is the difference between us. If my brethren and I are to fall, we will fall together, clinging to our freedom and watching it bloom.
By Bon Clay. He even signs himself at the end of his fucking sentence. What a gangster, dude. What a fucking legend.
Circa 1973, Bon Clay.
And then the last thing he says is when he does his JoJo face-off with Hina, he goes, "Bring it on, sister." What a legend. I love that fucking idiot. That's all I got.
All right, so Golden Ham nominees are Bon Clay.
Bon Clay.
And Bon Clay.
Yep, Bon Clay.
Honorable mentions, Bon Clay. Is everyone in agreement here?
Yeah, we didn't even get Christian. What did you have any other nominees?
I honestly didn't even really have one. Like there was a lot of stuff that went down this week, and I didn't really have a solid pick. I was just kind of gonna vibe it out with the rest of you on this one. So, but I'm definitely all in. I'm all in on Bob Clay.
So, winner of the Golden Ham, Bon Clay. Shout out to you, Bon Clay. All right. We're doing the Miss Valentine thing. Who do you think sucked the most here?
The Miss Valentine award for these episodes? The least favorite? I'm tempted to say potentially Chiraka, only because so that guy's fine, and he did fucking nothing again, as is tradition.
But I wouldn't hate him. If I'd hit anybody, it'd be the person who denied Bon Clay his freedom. It'd be Hina.
Oh man. Oh shit. Wait a minute. No, he's onto something. Hold on. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Fuck that bitch. Dude, she fucking took out Bon Clay.
I mean, did she?
Well, okay. Hold on. She challenged Bon
We don't know.
Clay.
He could have won. He could have won. Any other thoughts here? I feel like I'm just gonna give it to her.
Nah, dude, you just convinced me. All I heard was she challenged Bon Clay, and I started to remember, wait a minute, fuck that bitch.
Just telling you that the Bon Clay could have been a free swan.
Free the fucking swan, my guy. All right, any other contenders at all? Because I think we're good here.
I'm gonna vibe with this one as well.
Black Cage Hina. You was waifu, but now you know life.
No, you was waifu. Now I want you to die fu.
All right. Maybe let's not put that much hate. This is just for these episodes. She's actually a really good character.
Nah, she's fun. We like Hina.
I was gonna go with because she's friends with Smoker, who's my favorite character.
She's homies with the homie.
Seemed like childhood friends, even.
All right. The other Golden Ham. No wait. What is it called? Grab bag thing is brass chicken debate, son.
All right, now this is the one I'm looking forward to. Jordy, are you finally gonna fucking do one this week?
If I had the energy, maybe, but not this week.
Why?
Why?
Better see you in the ring next time.
All right, man. You get full body.
Me? I get full body?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Any other disrespectful goons out there?
I'm confused by what we're talking about.
You get Django, Devin.
Yes. Yeah.
So I have to defend Django.
Yes. Defend Django for the Brash Chicken Award.
All right. Welcome to this week's Brass Chicken Debate. In this corner, we have Christian representing Iron Fist Full Body, and in this corner, we have Devin representing the mystery man, the one and only Django the Hypnotist.
I concede the opening statement. The floor is yours.
My client has no statements.
Wait a
Wasn't
minute.
prepared
Hold
for
on.
this.
Hold on. Wait. So let me get this straight. Your debate, your lead is your client sits there and says nothing.
He could win with this. It depends on what Christian got a hard play.
This is definitely a Hail Mary. We'll see what Christian does.
My client, Iron Fist Full Body, has clearly had a change of heart. He's renounced his deadly, his asshole-ish ways to become something bigger. He's joined the simp nation. He's harder, he's fuller than Django will ever be.
I'm gonna be honest, Christian. I feel like you're losing.
I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
I don't feel like you're losing yet, Christian. So wait a minute. Wait. So do we have a rebuttal on Django?
Oh wait, hold on one second. Let me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He says he still values his Fifth Amendment right.
Oh well. All right.
All right. This is going nowhere. So I'm gonna change this to a dance off.
Wait a minute.
This is an audio podcast.
No, stop moon dancing. Stop. No, you're revoking your Fifth Amendment right. No, stop. You don't have to moon
Can't
dance,
stop.
sir.
Look at him go.
Oh my god. It's majestic. Wait a minute.
Oh my god. He's I feel different because he put a fucking. Oh god. Stop dancing.
What is that? Is there something in the stage? Wait a minute.
He's leaning.
What is this lean?
Where'd he get a boombox?
What is happening?
Oh my god. Is that a whole jukebox?
Your Honor, no further statements. My client has shown enough.
Shit, that was pretty hot fire.
That was spicy shit right there. What you got, Full Body?
My client would like to exercise his Fifth Amendment rights.
Not even the worm, the robot. The hokey pokey, the chicken dance.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Dylan.
I don't even know. Jordy, who do you give it to?
Obviously, the mood walking man, but
No, fuck you. Christian put in way more effort.
or it's a tie then.
I'm giving it to Full Body.
A bit within a bit. Who would have thought?
Is this how your cover story went or whatever the fuck?
Yes,
Yeah, I
actually.
guess pretty much. There you go.
My gut hurts.
What a roller coaster.
that's it. Right, we're done here. We got none left.
Thanks for listening.
Follow us on Twitter at Panda Sightings.
I'm sorry for whatever. If this is like 2 minutes long, I'm sorry.
I'm not. This was great. I had fun. That's what counts, right?
I always have fun.
Fun's a strong word.
Are we hitting stop now?
Sure. Hey, Dylan, just between you and me, is it too late to get a new cast? Oh shit, they heard me.